Hello YouTube, A7X for Rob Raccoon, A7X here, and sorry for the, whatchamacallit, the lack of a cool intro slide to my most wanted games of 2014, and I chose 15. There are a couple I left on here, and that's only because I don't know if I'm going to get them. Well, one of them I don't know if I'm going to get, the other two I don't know if they're actually going to come out this year or not, and that's X. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get the new Yoshi game. I'm pretty sure I will. Because I'm a big fan of Yoshi's Island. It was one of my first, whatchamacallit. I didn't have the Super Nintendo version, but I had the Game Boy Advance, and that was one of my first GBA games, so maybe. And I don't know if we're going to get Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem this year or not. I hope we do, but... You know, my cousin Jonathan and I, before I went to bed last night, we had a good conversation about video games in general, and, you know, it's probably going to lead me into doing maybe a discussion video about that. I may rant a little, but I don't want it to be a rant video. It'll just be a discussion, and so I have to thank him for that. There you go, I get some motivation to do that, which is awesome. Alrighty. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked by the TV now. Oh, and definitely check out our album reviews him and I do on his blog, or website. I guess it's a blog. You could call it either. But I'll leave a link to it in the description. I know I always give him shoutouts, but I do the reviews with them, and they're always fun to read. So, and that's why I also don't really do album reviews on my personal website or on YouTube, although I'm going to on YouTube. I actually plan on reviewing Hail to the King, even though my cousin and I already did a video review and a review on his website. I want to do one on YouTube anyway. But yeah, so expect more of that. Definitely want to do, like I said, the video reviews, and probably tomorrow, since I don't have work, and I don't think I have any plans tomorrow night. Or tomorrow. I mean, I know it's a sneak peek, but I think what I'm going to do is get all my CDs ready to do a CD collection update for you guys, which I know I keep promising. And yes, the booster box is going to have to wait a week, unless I somehow pull really well at the sneak, which I don't think I will, but hey. Anyway, back to this video. So, first stretch of this is going to be pretty much non-Nintendo games, and then the later games will be Nintendo. Because I do have an Xbox One and all, so. And there is one PSP/Vita title on here. And I like the Vita. I don't have one. I might get one just for this one game that's on this list, even though it's on the PSP. But I don't mind the Vita. I think it's a pretty cool portable system. Obviously love the 3DS a lot more. I've had a PSP since it was fairly new, but a year after I got it, the battery just, like, stopped working, and I don't know why I never bothered to buy a new battery for it, because I found out that was the problem, and I really wish I did, because there's a lot of RPGs I missed on, you know? So, we'll see what happens, but first up is Timefall. I'm pre-ordering this tomorrow. No need for explanation here. It's going to be the COD killer by far. And that, actually, my cousin and I should do a rant video on. About why Ghost sucks. But it's just ridiculous what they're doing with the DLC. That's what was taking him and I off. But him in particular, not me. Because I never really buy DLC. Like I said, the only DLC I bought last year was for Awakening, and I still don't have all the DLC for it. I want all the DLC. Next up is Destiny. We all know this is going to be a great game. It looks like Halo and COD mixed together, which is always awesome, but what I'm hoping happens with Titanfall and Destiny is that it has a lot of content in it, and that we're going to enjoy it for years to come, just like Halo 3 and the first Modern Warfare. Because that's a problem with video games nowadays. And this is also what my cousin Jonathan and I were saying. How a lot of games just don't have a lot in it, and then they expect you to waste more money to get more content in. It's really dumb. Like Ghosts. They expect us to, spend like $60 on the season pass. No. I mean, the maps in Ghost aren't even that great. I think there are only a couple good ones, so it's like you're giving us a half-ass game, just like with, excuse my language, but like GTA 5. That was half a game. You guys waited for the multiplayer, and the multiplayer sucks. That game sucks. It's overrated. It really is. I know nobody talks about it anymore either. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. You're like, oh yeah, this game's gonna be great. Game of the year, best game ever. Yeah, no. It's crap. That whole series is crap. Any open world game like that is going to get bored quickly, no matter what you do to it. You know, so we'll see what happens. I'll rate more in another video. Let's just continue on with Tom Clancy's The Division. Sad to see Tom Clancy pass away, but games are still awesome, and I'm loving the concept of this one. It reminds me a lot of the Ghost Recon series, and I was a big fan of Future Soldier, but Ubisoft, you fixed those servers too late. Like, nobody cared about that game when you fixed the servers, because Black Ops 2 was out, and so was Halo 4, so. But from the times I've played Future Soldier, it was awesome, especially the campaign. Love the campaign in that game. I don't think I ever beat it, though, but it's still a fun game. I bought the, what was it, Prestige Edition, I think it was, 3 times, because I pre-ordered it for myself, got it for my cousin Jordan for his birthday, I got it for my cousin Jonathan for his birthday, which is pretty funny. But so we all got, no, I got the Arctic Strike DLC, I don't think they did. Anyway, moving on. Halo 5, if it's going to be called Halo 5. We all know me as a big Halo fan. It's the reason why I got a 360. Honestly. If it weren't for Halo 3, or the Halo series in general, I would not have a 360. I don't think I'd even have an Xbox One. But yeah, nothing really much to say. It's Halo. I mean, I know a lot of people hate what 343 did with Halo 4, but I don't think it was that bad, and you can't judge them on one game. It's just like, whatchamacallit? It's like when a band gets a new member after a while, like Jeff Coffin or Aaron Ilje, or however you say his last name, from Avenged Sevenfold and Dave Matthews Band. Yeah, I know, I just referenced my 2 favorite bands right there, but honestly, they had tough shoes to fill in, and they know they're never going to replace Leroy or the Rev, but you can't judge their playing based on one album they're on. I mean, now you can judge Jeff because, you know, Dave Matthews Band does a lot of live shows and whatnot. Probably the best band that does it out there. And with Aaron, we only saw him in Hail to the King, and Hail to the King wasn't meant to be like a drum-heavy album. It was supposed to be simplistic with the drums because it was supposed to be a classic metal album. And I'll talk more about that in my review. Anyway, so I think 343 is going to learn from the mistakes in Halo 4 and build on that and make Halo 5 a great game. Next up we have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. It looks hilarious, it looks fun. I can't wait to get this on the Xbox One. I know it's a really cartoony looking game, but still. We all love Plants vs. Zombies on our phones or tablets or whatever the heck you play it on, even your DS. But the fact that they're making it like a shooter, it's pretty interesting. I can't wait to see how that plays out. South Park Stick of Truth. So upset this is not on the next-gen consoles. I think I'm going to buy it for PC, though, because it looks like a really funny RPG and it's South Park. Can't go wrong with that. Next up, Dragon Age Inquisition. My cousins know me as a big Dragon Age fan. Although 2 is bad. And I did like Origins, it was just I got lost so easily and the game never really told you where you should be going. But I think Inquisition will fix that and it'll be a great RPG. Here's the one PSP/Vita game I was talking about, God Eater 2. I only know 2 characters. That's Soma right here and Alyssa, and that's only because of Project Cross Zone, which I do love as well. And I don't know, I just like the gameplay of that game. And sure, I've never played the first or Burst, but did that rhyme? Did I seriously just rhyme? No, I don't think that rhymed. And if it did, that was unintentional. But and it looks really awesome. Looks like a fun game. I can't wait to actually get it. I might just get it for the Vita because I want to get Persona 2. Not Persona 2, like not the number 2, Persona 2 as in TOO. Anyway, so expect me to get a Vita and a Wii U, but moving on, Kinect Sports Rivals. You know, of all the Kinect games, the sports actually showcase what the Kinect is capable of. I know a lot of Kinect games suck, believe me. I have Kinect Joyride and I thought that was going to be cool, but oh man. I know controls are terrible, but you can never go wrong with Kinect Sports. And I cannot wait for this one. It looks awesome, and I know it's going to be awesome. You know I'm going to pre-order this. My cousins know I'm going to pre-order this. I just haven't played a lot of Kinect games as of recently because I don't have the room in this basement. I mean, once eventually we get our own house, my family and I, then we'll probably do it. Anyway, moving on. Now the rest of these games are Nintendo. Starting off with a game I have pre-ordered, and that's Bravely Default. You should go download the side quest demo on the eShop right now. It's free. You got 30 tries, and anything you do in that game is carried over to the actual full version of the game, which is awesome. I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Square Enix, but I don't know. I like the art in this game and the gameplay and whatnot. And the graphics, too. Remember, graphics do not make a video game good or bad, necessarily. Because everyone's like, oh, this game has crappy graphics. It sucks. You know, like, think about the old Fire Emblem games. They didn't have great graphics, but they're still awesome games, you know? What else? Project Cross Zone doesn't have, like, the most beautiful 3D graphics on the 3DS. Still an awesome game. Heck, even the old Pokemon games had bad graphics, but you can't say those games are bad, so point proven. Next up we have Conception 2, which is I think the first in the series to be brought overseas. Yes, I know, weird title and all, but it's also weird in general, but you can never go wrong with anything Atlus publishes. This is coming to the Vita and 3DS. I'm obviously getting it for the 3DS, and if you pre-order it, you get a CD. Which is almost always the case when you pre-order games from Atlus. It's always nice. I love that. Yeah. I don't know. This actually wasn't even listed on like games coming out in 2014, but if you go on GameStop.com, you can, you can pre-order it. Anyway, Kirby Triple Deluxe. So happy we're getting a new Kirby game. This one reminds me of, I guess you could say, like the Crystal Shards days. I wish we got another game like it, but that's what this reminds me of, and that's always good. Plus, you could go behind the actual background to fight enemies and progress in the stage. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be another fun 3DS game. Mario Kart 8. It's coming out in the spring. That's when I'm getting a Wii U. I hope they come out with a special Wii U for this. If not, probably going to get this game and get the Wind Waker bundle. I've been playing Wind Waker on the GameCube recently before I traded to my friend for Superstar Baseball. Yes! Anyway, you remember I said I suck at Wind Waker? I finally got past Dragon Roost Cavern. I felt accomplished. I know I suck, but hey. That's why I didn't get A Link Between Worlds, but a lot of people on YouTube are saying, even if you suck, it's not a hard game. Mario Golf World Tour. This actually has online multiplayer. And, like, you can send your score over multiplayer to globally to verse other people. So Nintendo's doing something right. And this game got delayed. And I think it's for that reason. So that's cool with me. I'm a big fan of the Mario Golf games. I've played them all. I've owned them all. So, you know, really excited to get this on the 3DS. Hope there's a nice pre-order bonus. And finally, Super Smash Bros. For both the Wii U and 3DS. And I'm cutting it quick because I only have like 20 seconds left. So that's my list, guys. Thank you all for watching. Comment below on what games you guys are excited to come out, or what games you guys are excited to purchase this year. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, YouTube. Sorry for the rush at the end, but I don't want to make this 2 parts.